All right, good morning. Today's project will consist of making these front bars carbon fiber looking. I'm going to use some matte black carbon fiber wrap to clean that up. I was basically finishing up this car from ceramic coating it. Took me quite a few days on and off, but I just needed to do the bumper. The bumper's kind of beat up, unfortunately, and I wish I could, erase all those bug marks and whatnot, but it's actually embedded on the paint itself, not actual bug guts. So I removed the grills to make sure that they were also coated. As you can see, they're nice and shiny here. And I also wanted to get the this area right here because it was kind of dirty and whatnot. This is just missing paint from factory, I guess. I'm not sure why it would look like that, but see more here. But yeah, the whole bumper now looks really nice and shiny. I cleaned this up too and ceramic coated the top, even though you don't see that, but when it rains or when you wash the car, water accumulates there, and you start seeing water spots. So anyhow, back to the project. So this I measured from top to bottom to where you can't really see anymore, and it measures 14 inches. And then to wrap it around, you can do about 2.5 inches width, or two and a half to three inches in width. And what I did is I cut a little piece just to measure to make sure that it goes around, and you can see that it goes around. That's 2.5 inches. You can go you can go 3 inches, or you can go 2 3/4 of an inch for it to go around just fine. But 2.5 is fine, and that's what I'm gonna do. Here's my leftover carbon fiber wrap that I've had for many years. So I figured I'd give it some good use. So as you can see the line right now, I already measured, that's about 2.5 inches. And I don't know how long this is, I haven't measured it, but if it's not long enough, I'll just cut another piece. But anyhow, that's how we'll do it. And I'm gonna actually use some scissors to cut it. I'm not gonna use a box cutter or an exacto knife, even though I have it. That's why I made the line, makes it easier. Here I just want to demonstrate the length of the film itself, just so you guys have an idea of what I'm working with. Okay. Here, when you put on the film, you want to make sure that the bar is clean. There's no grease, debris. In this case, you could see the bar looks a little bit washed up, dirty, but it's actually paint from factory. I cleaned it up with mineral spirit, used a rag, wiped it off, and I thought it was dirty, but it actually came out pretty clean. So you want to degrease it, clean it before you put the film, otherwise it will not stick. It'll stick, but then it'll come off eventually. Here you want to make sure that you wrap your fingers around the film, and so it sticks to the bar, top, bottom, and just make sure you don't leave any bubbles or areas where water can seep through, and then undo the film itself, or it'll start looking ugly. Here, it's not gonna go anywhere. Same process here. Just make sure you stick it right on the top, peel it back, use your finger to slide down the film onto the bar nice and softly without any kinks. Remove the film, stick it all the way down, wrap your fingers around the bar as best you can. Can't really tell if you can see. But that's the technique you utilize, or you use, to make sure that you get it right on the area that you will be seeing through the grill. Like right here, you can't really see any imperfections, but it's completely wrapped around. And it's not gonna go anywhere. So I think it just looks much better. Some people paint those bars. My M3 is painted red, if I'm not mistaken, or actually the color of the car. And I had that painted when I had removed the bumper once. So I think it looks good. Looks good. And there it is. These front bars went from looking dirty, looking nasty, to looking nice. Let's put the grills back on. There you go. Looking closely. What do you guys think? Have you gone with a different color? Red, yellow, or even carbon fiber? Either way, I think any color will look nice other than a dirty metal. If you found the video useful, give me a like, subscribe, and share. Take care.